3 members of a Birmingham-based gang which was involved in supplying Class A drugs and sourcing firearms were convicted at Birmingham Crown Court. Gang leader Daniel Aziz, 28, from Stetchford, was convicted of conspiring to supply Class A drugs, possession of firearms and money laundering-related offences. Michael Epp, 32, from Shard End was convicted of drugs and firearms offences, and Nicole Roan, 29, from Bordesley Green was convicted of possession of a firearm. The gang used a rented flat in Sapphire Heights, Hockley, as their base where large amounts of cash and drugs paraphernalia were found. Epp and an associate were captured on CCTV in the Sapphire Heights car park exchanging handguns that they hoped to sell. Aziz and his associates were arrested by the National Crime Agency. In 2020, a Scorpion submachine gun loaded with live rounds of ammunition was found in an orange plastic carrier bag under Nicole Roan's bed at her home in Bordesley Green, where she was storing it for Aziz and her cousin, Epp. Additional ammunition was found in her child's bedroom. CCTV from April 2020 showed Aziz and Epp retrieving and later returning an orange package from Roan's address. Messaging between the two men suggested that the orange package contained the gun, with Aziz telling Epp, "Go grab the Scorps, load it up, with the fresh sweets," the sweets referring to ammunition. 2 of the defendants were using EncroChat encrypted mobile phones to conduct their illicit enterprise of buying and selling Class A drugs, heroin and cocaine. EncroChat messaging also confirmed that they acquired firearms to protect themselves from rival organized criminal gangs. EncroChat users could set burn times for the messages they sent and received. In other words, messages would automatically delete after a set period. There was also a panic wipe password by which a user could delete everything on their device. This could be triggered remotely, and these phones cannot be bought via high street stores and normal websites. The investigation into these defendants relied significantly on EncroChat communications. This enabled the National Crime Agency to read some of the messages that had been sent or received by Aziz and Epp and an associate. Thereafter, the National Crime Agency commenced an investigation, leading to the arrest of Aziz and associates. Georgina Venturella, CPS Specialist Prosecutor, said, "The evidence in this case painted a picture of an organized criminal gang deeply entrenched in a lawless lifestyle, and heavily involved in the sale of drugs. Firearms and ammunition had become everyday commodities, casually stashed under a child's bed, used to intimidate and control as the group plied their illegal trade, posing an evident danger to local communities." The encrypted phone evidence was key in this case, showing Aziz directing operations from his handle Lush Mace, and meant the NCA were able to piece together a detailed picture of the gang's movements. Securing these convictions has taken a group of dangerous criminals off the streets of Birmingham, and we will not hesitate to prosecute in cases like this. We will also now start proceedings to recover illegally gained money and criminal assets. NCA Branch Commander Mick Pope said, "This was a dangerous criminal organization heavily involved in bringing Class A drugs in from abroad and supplying them in Birmingham and throughout the UK. They also acquired deadly firearms to scare and intimidate competitors and customers alike, but which of course presented a huge risk to any member of the public. This investigation has taken a high-risk group off the streets and lethal weapons out of the hands of criminals. The NCA will continue to protect the public from the global trades in illegal drugs and firearms, which bring violence and intimidation to communities through the UK. The CPS is committed to working with law enforcement agencies to combat all types of organized criminal gang activity and seek justice for any victims in these cases." Thank you for watching our crime stories. We really appreciate you. Maybe now is a good time to subscribe below, and we would love to hear any comments you might have for us.